Welcome back, Guardians, to the Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. I'm Scott, and you're at the TheScottSpot channel. Okay, so last time we went to the Cavern of the Stolen Faith and did a little odds and ends there, nothing too amazing. Now we're at Mount Gagazet, and the only reason we're here is to visit what's left of the Ronso tribe. And as you can see, Maechen is over there. I haven't seen him in forever now, but he'll have some stuff to tell us. Now let's talk to the Ronso first.
Even young Ronso have mighty horns, greater than any fiend. In snow and ice, this Ronso grow as big as mountain.
That's Leon from 10-2, right? His character model, anyway.
We Ronso also wait for calm of Summoner Yuna.
Ronso are probably big fans of Yuna now, even though they all died trying to protect her.
My mate died in battle. It was a proud death, fit for a Ronso. He marched to Fireplane with horn held high.
Oh man, I forgot almost how much I love this music.
Cold are the winds of Gagazet. Tears turn into ice. Ronso must lay tears aside to stand up against sorrow.
At least this lady has an optimistic attitude about it.
All Ronso are warriors. Ronso will stay with Mountain.
Poor lady. You don't see her character model often. Here's the character model of that one Ronso from 10-2. Many Ronso have fallen to hands of the unsent Seymour. So is it common knowledge that Seymour's unsent now, or did they just figure out that he wouldn't have... Maybe he had to transform into Seymour Flux to kill him. Who knows? It is fate of Ronso to die in battle, but so few are left. At least they're not extinct like Seymour implied. Ronso will guard the mountain to the very last. And there's Garrick's character model from 10-2.
Ronso, always prepared to fight. Always keep weapons and armor in top shape.
Oh, this is the shopkeeper, huh? Wow, Silent Strike and Zombie Touch weapons, and Berserk Ward and Confused Ward, Curse Proof. Their weapons and armor aren't bad, to be honest. It wouldn't be. Some of them seem like they might come in handy every now and then. Alright. Maechen, your turn. Let's see what he has to say. He probably has some history lessons.
Shall I tell you about the spear of days long past, eh?
Yeah, tell me all about it.
There is a legend, you know. Just before the horrible sin appeared, a terrible war raged between Bavel and Zanarkand. When the armies of Bavel attacked Mount Gagazet, they heard a song echoing across the snowy slopes. It is a song from an other world, they said. The soldiers panicked and ran. And then, as if to pursue the retreating armies, sin appeared. Some time later, scouts from Bavel braved the mountain. On the other side, they witnessed the ruins that had been Zanarkand. The city destroyed, not a single soul left standing, gone. In its place, a multitude of the faith had gathered on Gagazet. They were singing a song. It's the song we now call the Hymn of the Faith. And that, as they say, is that, well, maybe not all of it.
That's like his disclaimer. Maybe you should talk to me again for more backstory. So this guy's, Machen's basically telling us some of the, filling in some plot holes that we may have been wondering about this so far. I've remembered the information him giving us here being important, but let's see what else he has to say.
Would you like to hear the rest?
Hells yeah.
Rumors flew in Bavel about Sin's sudden appearance. They said that the people of Zanarkand became the faith that they had called Sin, and that the man responsible was none other than the summoner Yevon, ruler of Zanarkand. Yes, the Lord Father of Lady Yunalesca. On the eve of Zanarkand's destruction, Lady Yunalesca had fled to safety with her husband Zayon. Later, the two used the final summoning to defeat Sin. Yet the people of Bavel still feared Yevon. It was to quell his wrath that they revered him and first spread his teachings. And so were born the temples of Yevon. I suppose it's possible Yunalesca had planned it that way from the start. A fair trade. She defeats sin in exchange for her Lord Father's honor. Of course, there's no proof. No, the facts are lost in the mists of time. And who'd admit Yevon was an enemy of Bavel? You can bet the temples had a hand in covering that one up. And that, as they say, is that.
I think there's more, though. But yeah, that was a very key point of information. I think I may have glossed over that back when we first spoke to Lady Yunalesca. But yeah, Lady Yunalesca was the one who founded the religion of Yevon. Can you believe that? Although I guess she probably got the plan from Yevon. Although there's no point, or there's no thing to know for sure. And don't you love that when video games and movies, or just media in general, like suggests something and then it's like, but no one knows for sure. So it's like, that's what happened. Unless the game tells you otherwise, you have to assume, right?
Like to hear more, would you?
Yeah, tell me more. This is interesting stuff.
Let me tell you about the hymn of the faith. It was once a Xanacan song, sung in defiance of Bavel. Of course, the Yevon clergy of Bavel forbade it. Then, as these things often go, those who disliked Yevon began to sing it. The Al-Bed, for instance. The hymn of the faith became the symbol of defiance against Yevon. Yevon could do nothing but capitulate. They lifted the ban on the song and spread a new story. They said the hymn was a song sung to soothe the souls of the dead. And so saying, they took the song and made it scripture. That's why today, the hymn is sung all over Spira. You could say that though Xanacan is gone from this world, it lives on in the song. Ah, but look at the time. I've rambled on again. I do love stories, you see. Well, I owe you my gratitude for hearing this old scholar out.
I think that's the last time we ever hear from him, though he may show up during a scene in the ending. I'm not sure if he does or not. Yeah, so that's the hymn. Explains how Titus and Jake knew the hymn of the faith. It was once a song that they sang. I don't think he has anything else to say, but...
Like to hear about this place once more?
So you can hear any one of his 3 lectures there.
Suit yourself.
Alright, so, let's see. All that leaves is capturing all the monsters on Mount Gagazet. So on the Mount Gagazet Mountain Trail, you can catch the Bandersnatch, the Grat, the Grenade, and the Bashura. But there are a different set of fiends in the cave, so let's go in there. Here we are. Here you want to capture the Grendel, the Dark Flan, the Mandragora, the Behemoth, and the Ahriman. And as a little side note, don't go anywhere near that one trial of the Mount Gagazet cave. Remember the one that had Waka try to throw a ball through some shields and it hits like this energy ball? If you go anywhere near that, that's where Dark Animal lives, and that would be a doozy to try to take him out at this point. But you would have to go through the water to get to him, and the water also has 3 more fiends: the Splasher, the Atulus, and the Male Spike. So yeah. And I think that's about it for Mount Gagazet. So our next destination is the Bikanel Desert, or the Cenubia Desert, whatever you want to call it. It's the only part that that you have to take the airship to get to at this point. Although Bavel is also another place randomly.
The final showdown with Sheen. I say let's get this show on the road!
That menu takes a while to load. Alright, Bikanel Island. And I am going to equip the Baroque sword here, mostly because we're going to do a lot of running around here. And it's going to be a lot of back and forth. So I'm going to have to run through the desert. And I'm probably just going to fast forward this, to be honest, until I get to where I need to be. Oh, but while I'm running, I may as well go ahead and say the fiends that you have to capture here are the Alcyon, whatever, the Sand Wolf, the Sand Worm, the Mushusu, the Zoo, and the Cactuar. The best place to find the Zoo and the Sandworm, although they show up all over the desert, is the valley with all the ruins in it. I think it's in the Cenobia Desert West. I'll go ahead and fast forward to the valley I'm talking about just to show you. Alright, here's the sign that tells you, beware a fiend. Weaker fiend to the right, stronger fiend to the left. If you go left, this valley mostly just has zoos and sandworms in it. Although you will occasionally find, I think it's 3 sand wolves. I've heard that cactuars are more likely to show up there too, but I didn't really experience that when I was grinding the cactuars. The cactuar was probably the toughest enemy for me to grind. They took the longest for me to find 10 of than any other fiend, even the Tomberry. So anyway, on to the actual side quest for this area. So I pointed this out before, but if you try to go down this way, it says the sandstorm blocks your path, and we can't go that way. So let's go back up and see if we can't get in there from another way. I can't remember if I pointed this out or not last time we were here, but there is a Cactuar stone here. There's writing on the stone, Song of the Gatekeeper. 10 little gatekeepers play in the sand. Tomei's gone to fetch the water. Be back soon. Alright, so here's a little bit of a side quest we're about to start. Using spheres to control the sands, the Cactuars defend their village. They are the gatekeepers. Present all 10 of the spheres they bear to the stone altar, and the way to the village will open. Alright, so you have to find 10 Cactuars, and you can only find one at a time. And every time you find one, you have to go and come back here to learn where the next one is. So what was it? Tomei's gone to fetch the water. Alright, so that's a pretty obvious clue. We're going to have to go to the oasis to find this one. And of course, that's almost literally as far away as possible. Oh, real quick, I should mention, do not try to approach home, because that's where Dark Ifrit lives now. Anyway, I am going to show all the running around just to like properly show you like what doing this quest is like, but I am going to fast forward it, so stand by. Alright, as you can see, the first Cactuar, Tomei, is over there. I'm going to save it. I can't remember if there's some kind of minigame involved in capturing these guys or not. I remember in 10.2 there's a minigame that kind of affects if you get a cool sphere or not, but let's see what happens. Tomei, duties, fetching water. Takes his time and, as a result, is often left behind. He's a little dim. Huh, okay. Way of the Gatekeepers 1. It may look like fun and games, but the Gatekeepers are a proud race of warriors. While they dislike combat, they will turn and face any enemy that takes their back. Way of the Gatekeepers 2. Should you fail to sneak up on them, they will realize they have overestimated their enemy and depart in disgust. Way of the Gatekeeper... Oh, okay, I remember the minigame now. Sneak up on the Cactuars when their backs are turned to confront them. It's better that way, believe me. Alright, so basically this is like a game of red light, green light. When it says needle time, you have to stop. Time's up. How did I lose already? Do I get another chance? Okay, apparently I do get another chance. Come on. Okay, I got him. So I guess you do get in a battle with it. And these ones won't run away if I'm not mistaken, so I will just bring everybody in. Oh, and by the way, back when you're first capturing Cactuars, it's likely that Orin or Waka and Aeons is going to be basically your only way to... You'll want to use Waka to capture enemies, basically. Did Tidus already go? I don't think so.
I foresee no difficulty.
It's probably going to use 1,000 needles. Oh, 10,000 needles, okay. Ow. I guess I'll have Lulu revive him.
Let's end this.
Phoenix down. Riku can come in and steal.
Bring it on!
And then I'll also let her pilfer Gil. And then I think Tidus is already gone, but I'll defend just in case. Because Waka should be able to take this thing out with one hit. Attack!
Take that!
Boom.
Woohoo!
Plenty of AP there, of course. And we get the Vigilante, which is probably not any good. Obtain Tome Sphere. Spheres. Fail to catch the Gatekeeper unaware, and you'll obtain the Sphere del Perdedor. I think that means like Sphere of Failure or something. Best the Gatekeeper and obtain his personalized sphere. Collect lots of spheres to receive an award at the village. Okay, so I guess I will head back to, all the way back to the Cactuar Stone now. But that's going to be the end of this episode, gang. I hope you enjoyed it. In the next episode, we'll complete the Cactuar side quest, hopefully. But yeah, I guess I'll see you next time. Later, Guardians.